Guys, so today's video is going to be a targeted review of the PMD or Personal Microdermabrasion system. This video is sponsored, but I can promise you that not only am I the type of person that would buy something like this with my own money, but I wouldn't even bother making a video with a product that I did not enjoy. And they were really cool about giving me enough time to use it in order to give you a full-blown, dedicated, honest review of my experience with it. With skincare products, it's not something you can use for a few days and kind of get an idea of what it's actually going to do. It really takes about a good month and a half to see what's going to happen. So really quickly, just to give you some background about me and my skin. If you've been following me for any length of time, you know that my skin is something I'm always working on. I'm trying to improve. I'm obsessed with skincare. So my skin is very combination. I'm also going to be 32 in February, so this is around the time in my life where I'm getting a little bit more aggressive with my anti-aging processes and stuff like that. If you guys know anything about me, watching my other skincare videos, I drink a lot of water, I'm vegan, I juice, I moisturize, I SPF. I've always got like a pretty dedicated medical grade skincare routine going. So like I said, this is just something that seems like a natural progression for me to give a try. With all the work I put into it, there are certain issues that my skin just kind of always has, and I haven't quite found the foolproof final like life-changing product that's going to actually help me with those issues. The biggest issue that I have, that I've had my whole life, is that I scar very easily. When I moved to Tennessee, my skin broke out so bad. If you were watching some of my videos of the summer, you know what I mean. Like, it was relentless. It hasn't completely gone away. I figured out that it was the water here in Tennessee that was doing it for me, but because I can't completely avoid getting my face wet like in the shower and stuff like that, I still end up with breakouts. It's just not nearly as bad. Now, every single breakout I get, every single zit that I get in my life will leave a scar on my skin. I don't get texture scars, I get red dots on my face. So even when I have like zero makeup on, you will be able to see all these red dots all over my skin, and thus far there's nothing that's actually made them completely go away. They'll go away for a little while, but once I get another breakout, they come back again. The other big issue I have with my skin is texture. I don't have it quite as bad as I used to, and I have noticed a really big difference in my overall texture using this product, which I'll get to into a minute. And that have the most texture are definitely right here on my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, and as a result, I'm usually a type of person who goes for more mattifying foundations. I do a lot of powder, and I'm not very liberal with highlighting products because shimmering products definitely help increase the appearance of your texture in a way that I'm just not into. But I will say that since I've started using this, the texture on my skin has actually improved enough that I've started wearing highlighting products here on my cheeks. My two before and afters, I have one right here. This is just a bare-faced naked picture of me. You can see I do have some pretty fresh breakouts, and I definitely have a lot of redness and pink on my skin. My skin pretty much always pulls a little bit pink. In fact, if I even like touch my face or apply moisturizer, it turns beet red like that. So I'm always gonna have a lot of pink in my skin. And this is my after over here. I still do have the spots, but the overall tone and clarity of my skin is a lot better. And there's really no way for me to like show you guys how much better my texture actually is, but I think if you watch my past few, I want to say the past 3 videos I've done, you can really see that my skin's a lot more glowy and smooth, and that's definitely a result of using this guy. Some tips and tricks about this before I get into kind of talking you through the demo process of it. Number one, if you are like me and you're someone who is very aggressive with your skincare, you want to make sure that you're not using your Retin-A product within 48 hours of using the device. I'm meant to use this guy once a week, and pretty much only once a week, don't go over that. So typically the day before I'm going to use it, the night before I plan on using it, for example, I definitely make sure to hydrate my skin really well. Typically we go in with some kind of hydrating serum, and I'll make sure I put on a nice thick hydrating moisturizer to sleep in, because I just want my skin to be really well prepared for the abrasive measure that's about to happen. And it is abrasive. I mean, it's meant to kind of mimic the results of a professional microderm treatment. The way a microderm treatment works, it's breaking down and removing the top layer layer of your skin cells, and when that happens, your body naturally wants to kind of replenish and repair those skin cells with fresh new ones. So over time, what happens is your skin just kind of starts to have a more radiant, more even toned complexion. But your PMD basically is kind of put together like this. When you get it, you'll screw you'll screw the top off of it, and then you have your actual disc, which is this guy right here. You are recommended to start off with the white disc. I would not skip this part of the process because you really do need to see how your skin's going to react to it. They suggest kind of running it over your arm just to kind of get used to the way that it feels and kind of how to get the PMD to do the suction motion action that it's supposed to do. This is my white disc. I ended up using this 3 times. I used the actual ultra sensitive disc, and now I've moved up to the blue disc, and then after the blue disc you have the green disc. So each disc can be used 2 to 4 times. I'll probably try to use this one 4 times. So when you get it, you'll just pop your disc in like this. Make sure you hear it click. You'll take your nozzle, screw it on, make sure it's on there nice and tight because it's important that it is applied correctly or it will not work correctly. And you'll notice that your disc is a little bit below the nozzle, and that's necessary for it actually to do the suction. It feels like, it really does feel like someone's like sucking on your face a little bit. It's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. But you need to make sure it is not exactly completely level with the tip of your applicator. It does come with a bigger nozzle, and it also has a bigger disc system that you can use all over your body. And I think once I get to a point in the winter where I'm not so diligent about my sunless tanning, I'm actually going to start using it on my chest because I have some sun damage here on my chest that I would like to see if I can kind of make it look a little bit better. So that is a really cool feature of this as well. So you'll plug it in, and that's the sound it makes. That's how you know it's on. And when you use it kind of makes like I don't even know how to describe this noise. Can you see how it's like sucking on my skin? You're gonna take this on your face, and basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull the sides of your mouth right here just really taut, because the more taut the skin is, the easier it's going to flow over your skin in order to give that exfoliating action. You'll do that on both sides of your face. But the trick is, and the most important thing is, to make sure you don't go over a place no more than twice, but don't want to go over it any more than twice. And twice is definitely not something you need to be doing when it's your first go around with it. It is important, like I said, to see how your skin responds to it, but I would try to avoid going over an area more than once. You want to get all around your nose, your forehead. You can take this pretty much everywhere, all over your face, but don't put it in this area. I accidentally did that once and it actually kind of hurts. You don't want to get in this area. This skin is really delicate. It's a lot thinner and it's not nearly as tough as the rest of the skin on your face is. This is very optional, but I do really like using these two things in conjunction with each other. This is the PMD Recovery Anti-Aging Collagen Infusing Sheet Mask. After I finish the actual PMD treatment all over my skin, I'll put this mask on, leave it on for about 20 minutes, and it really does help soothe the skin, takes down any redness that I had with it, and my skin feels so stinking soft and hydrated afterwards. This isn't an absolute necessary, like you don't have to do this part of it if you don't want to, but it is a fun little treat. And for me, it makes a really big difference in how my skin feels after I use it. After I use it, my skin is really, really soft and luminous, and makeup goes on like bada. I'm trying to tell you, it's such a different experience applying makeup on top of a well exfoliated, hydrated surface of the skin versus the alternative. That's a really big tip I'll give you in general about your makeup, is your skin is the thing that makes your makeup look good 110% of the time. Benefit of this treatment over time is that it helps diminish the appearance of hyperpigmentation, it helps with fine lines and wrinkles, it helps the overall texture and tone of your skin, and it can also help with stretch marks, especially if you're using it on your body. But another really cool fun fact about this is microdermabrasion is proven to allow your existing skincare products to penetrate deeper into your skin. So if you're the type of person like me who is already spending way too much money on skincare as it is, it's nice to know that adding this into my routine is actually going to kind of help me get my money's worth in a way, because it's going to make sure that product gets as deeply penetrated into my skin as it can. Get the PMD at Sephora, Ulta, Bloomingdale's, and Nordstrom. Nordstrom as far as I know. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I do plan on doing an actual full-blown dedicated skincare video very, very soon. You guys have been asking me to do it for quite some time. You'll see this guy pop up in that video as well because it has made a really big difference in my skin, and I don't know. I think it's the bee's knees. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I taught you something or gave you some fun facts, tips, and tricks. If you guys do enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check the down bar for links to all my social media platforms, and I will see you in a couple of days with a brand new video. Thanks for watching.